Hey everybody, and welcome to day 3 of my Halloween movie marathon for 2025. Late again. If there's one thing I'm consistent at, it's being inconsistent. And yeah, let's just get into it. So we watched Moon Garden, which I don't really think's a horror movie. I think horrifying things happen in it, but it's really more of just like a dark, depressing fairy tale fantasy movie about this little girl, and she basically ends up in a coma, and there's like her parents are trying to take care of her at the hospital. She sees like bits of that through like a weird fantasy fairy tale Alice in Wonderland kind of lens, and it ends kind of ambiguously, so you kind of get to pick your own ending, which is that's always fun when it comes to little girls in comas who may or may not be alive. Yeah, I don't know. I don't think this is very like Halloweeny, but it was good, and the visual effects were probably the strongest part. I do think like the characters are a little underdeveloped. Like the parents are just ambiguously fighting, and you never really tell who's at fault, which like from the perspective of a little girl. So I guess that's fair because that's kind of the point. But I don't know. It was all right, and visually very very beautiful, even though it was like horrific. Then for the Godzilla movie I watched, got King Kong versus Godzilla. There he is hiding back there behind me. This is a terrible movie. I don't recommend it at all. They made King Kong look terrible. Godzilla looks terrible. Their fight doesn't start until an hour into an hour and a half long movie, and then it takes like less than a minute, and then King Kong just kind of fucks off doing his own thing for a little while until he passes back out, and then they airlift him like the house from up to just go fight Godzilla, and then their fight is very it's just bad. I mean, like, you know that this is going to be bad because it's like early Godzilla, so all the fights are dumb. This one just felt especially stupid. And then it ends with them having a tussle, and they fall into the water, and King Kong just swims off home, and they're like, all right, good on you, King Kong. And then they're like, is Godzilla dead? And like, no, he fell into where he lives. What are you talking about? Is he dead? He's fine. He's just like hanging, like, I didn't like this movie very much. There's very little. I'm worried about the rest of these early Godzilla films. They very rapidly lost their appeal to me, unfortunately. But still, just got to keep on trucking, I guess. One thing, they did introduce like the joke character. There's like this stupid CEO who goes and gets King Kong for ratings, and then Godzilla just happens to wake up, and then they fight. And like, I don't know. I feel like you'd get into a lot of trouble if you just like brought a giant monster to an island that already had a giant monster fuck it up. But like, they're just like, well, since King Kong's here, I guess hopefully they'll fight and solve this problem. I don't know. It's really stupid. It's a really stupid movie. Also, a lot of brown face. There's like a whole island of like Japanese dudes just covered in brown paint to look Polynesian because they blew their whole budget getting the rights to King Kong, so they weren't able to just shoot on what is it, Polynesia? I think that's a place. I don't know. I'm a bad person, I guess. Anyway, oh, one other thing, it was supposed to be Frankenstein that Godzilla fought at first, which is a really odd choice, but it's even odder because in this movie, King Kong gets more powers through electricity, so he just gets hit with lightning and then has like lightning punches. That's not nearly as cool as it sounds. And yeah, I don't know. King Kong just steals beautiful women and climbs buildings. He doesn't have lightning powers. I don't understand that in the slightest. But yeah, so gotta say, don't recommend this movie at all. Even as curiosity, like they made like King Kong just looks so stupid, and Godzilla looks so stupid, and their fight is so unfulfilling and so little of the movie. Most of it is just slapstick nonsense about a bunch of like this Japanese family who I just don't give a shit about because they don't have any real character. They're all just caricatures of themselves. But like, I guess that's early Godzilla. They are B movies. I don't know. Maybe doing a Godzilla marathon's not a good idea because watching that much crap back to back is just kind of hard on the soul, but we're soldiering on. So that was day 3. A little weird. Didn't really feel super horror movie, and Godzilla let me down, but that'll be okay. Stay spooky, everybody, and try to stay safe.